I'm ready to kick this thing off, man. This is my weekly therapy session.
How long has it been going on?
Well, it's not live yet.
No, it's not live yet?
No, it's not live yet. Now it says live.
Okay.
Maybe I need to refresh. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Live yet? No, it's not live yet?
Oh, yeah, there's a bit of a lag.
Now it says live.
Okay.
Maybe I need to refresh. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of a lag. Now it says live. Okay. Maybe I need to refresh. Oh, yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, there's a bit of a lag.
Watch this on my phone, so I don't know how to really turn off the volume. So it's going to echo.
Oh, okay. So you're watching it and you're chatting on your phone?
Yes. So it's going to echo.
Are you using headphones?
Okay, so
I am not.
you're watching it
Okay.
and you're chatting on your phone.
Let me go get some headphones. Maybe that might help out.
Yeah, because if you put headphones in and then mute it, it might work.
I am not.
You're watching it
Okay.
and you're chatting on your phone.
Let me go get some headphones. Maybe that might help out.
Yeah, because if you put headphones in and then mute it, it might work.
Pit Bullion in the house.
Yeah, because if you put headphones in and then mute it, it might work.
Pit Bullion in the house.
Yeah, because if you put headphones in and then mute it, it might work.
Pit Bullion in the house.
Mic check 1, 2.
Hear you loud and clear.
Mic check 1, 2.
Hear you loud and clear.
Mic check 1, 2.
All right, I've never
All right.
joined one. I've never joined one of these things before.
Any better?
You hear me?
Can hear you loud and clear, Cole Silver.
All right.
It's a fantastic avatar.
Well, thank you. It's my favorite coin.
Yes. The bare-breasted lady.
Yeah, there's not a lot of R-rated coins in the U.S., but that would be one.
That's probably the only one that I know of.
I believe you are correct.
That's back when we had values.
Yes.
Ah.
Hello, Siren.
We got Christopher Sanchez here too.
Oh, cool. Hello, Christopher.
Hello, Cole Silver.
Looks like on the chat side, we've got Stacking AG47, a friend. We got Pit Bullion's over there. He needs to join in on the chat.
Yeah. Well, this is my first time, and I've peeked in for years, but I've never joined it. I love that name, Pit Bullion, by the way.
Oh, he's hilarious. $9 an ounce? Oh, come on, no, that would render that would make this my safe worth more than everything in it. That's funny. Okay, so who else? Who else? Oh, there we go. It's Sanchez.
Yes.
Oh, I just saw the icon. The icon, or you were showing something.
Well, I have no clue how to turn off this camera on the phone, so that's going to show up.
At the top, if you press your screen at the top, you should see an icon for sound. If you touch the screen at the bottom, you should see the red phone button in the center.
Okay.
And then you should see a camera button to the right. It should be white with a camera and a line through it.
Okay.
Press that button. There you go.
Oh, okay.
And now you're nothing more than an avatar.
Oh, how cute.
Since you're given instructions, how do you go about seeing where people are typing their little chat?
Are you on a phone and a laptop, or are you just on a phone?
I'm just on a laptop.
Oh, just on a laptop?
Yeah.
It should show up on the right-hand side.
Oh, okay. Well, I see where Siren had said something, but then when I heard somebody talking about $9 silver, I thought maybe somebody had posted something and I didn't see it.
No, that's the on the right-hand side is the chat side.
Okay.
And then the screen is the live chat.
All right, I got it. Now I'm set.
Thank you, friend. I'm just trying to help out.
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Hear me?
I love these chats. For the longest time, I just listened in on them and never really thought I had anything to offer. And then Silver Siren invited me one time, and I tried it, and it's awesome.
Well, I've sat here and screamed at the screen on an occasion or two, so I thought I'd maybe scream and actually get a response back and see how that was.
I'm wondering when the old grumpy guy is going to join in.
Well, he's here.
He's here. I haven't heard him.
That would be me.
No.
Who's older and grumpier than me?
Oh, Silver Siren, who is it that usually joins in here? Vulcan's in the house. No, he's got a real deep voice. And he was all over Silver Soul Man one week. Oh, somebody just got a text message.
Oh, so you can hear that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you can hear me. That was the email alert of the invite for the chat.
That you were already on.
Yeah, that I'm already in.
What's going on, AG Ender?
Not much. How you doing?
Oh, man. It's
Quick.
absolutely here in Oklahoma right now. It's about 65 degrees and sunny. It is beautiful. I golfed this morning.
In a screwy spot. I think my Wi-Fi is a little rough right here. All of that was broken up.
I said it's about 65 degrees and sunny here in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
But I'm in my garage with the garage door closed.
Quick question.
See.
Yeah, I can run this on Wi-Fi on two devices at one time. Sure, and then you cut out again on me.
What was the question?
This live chat, does it go over phone use or does it go over the wireless internet use?
If you have high speed, if you have phone, you can run it. I've been driving down the road listening to it like a podcast.
That's my. I guess I've got the question wrong. It's would it be on
the chat
wireless
side?
internet? Yeah, on the chat side, would it be the phone use minutes? Be through wireless internet?
It'd be data on your phone.
Okay, so then I got like 1 gig left, and then my data starts over tomorrow.
Yeah, I would go ahead and just plan on going over. And yes, Vulcan, I do live in my garage. The rest of the house belongs to my wife.
So do you all have set topics that you're going to talk about today, or is it open?
Siren has some topics posted at the bottom. Let's see what she says. Metal in the news. Trump's win the election. Will metals slump? What's going on? New releases, deals. Post any special deals.
Wow. Well, the first three are the reason why I wanted to get on here today, because I typically have a pretty solid plan on where we currently are and where we may be. And right now, this election, the stock market going the exact opposite way that I was predicting, and precious metals in turn reacting to the stock market. So I'm completely 180 degrees confused right now. What the heck's going on? I'm just blown away by the stock market's reacting so positively to the Trump election.
You know, I haven't really, I'll be the first to admit, I haven't paid attention to any of that. All I've looked at was spot. And it's probably because I'm an immature stacker. I'm new at this. And so I don't correlate the two. I'm slowly starting to realize that when fiat is valuable, metals are down. And so when fiat goes up, metals go down. And when fiat tanks, metals go up, is at least how I understand it.
That's one important indicator. You bet.
Or when, like you said, the stock market rallies, then metals tend to flop.
Yeah. Well, with people that have, the people that have all the money and all the power are always looking for a place to put their money. And when their interest rates are so low, most of the guaranteed money-making income propositions do not exist. So that's what's kind of helped support the precious metals a little bit, I believe.
Well, yeah, they want to put their money away somewhere where they know it's going to be secure.
Right.
But I would be okay if they wanted to go ahead and just put it in my bank account.
Yeah, I haven't met that rich, powerful person yet.
No. I would take care of it for them. I'd just buy a bunch of metal with it.
Silver Siren's about the only rich, powerful person that's generous that I know.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, she hosts these chats.
And I know she has at least 2 houses, one for her metals and one to live in.
Well, I mean, you have to. At her level, you have to.
I'm lucky I have a house.
I just have a garage. My wife has a house.
So I haven't been paying attention to this community a lot here the last 6 months or so. Was the majority of the people on the Trump train on this community? No.
Not necessarily. So, I mean, it's one of those things where, everybody, it was interesting. I saw a lot of videos that I don't want to say a lot of videos, but I saw quite a few videos that were pro-Trump. I didn't see many pro-Hillary videos, but not everybody, I think this community is just like every other community. There's people that support all sides. It's like here in Oklahoma, I voted for my choice for presidential candidate, and then the rest of the entire ticket we had, I voted Libertarian. And that even surprised my wife. But it was like, I don't like either party actually anymore. So, but I try my best to stay out of political conversations with friends and family, because I don't want to try and change anyone's opinion, and I don't want anyone to try and change my opinion. So,
yeah, keep it safe.
I want to have friends. Realistically, outside of this community, I don't have a lot of friends at work. I don't want friends at work. I want work to be work, and I want to you know, and so outside of this community, you guys are my friends. And so Silver
appreciate
Siren,
that.
I want to vote directly for the lobbyists. Well, in a way, with some candidates, you pretty much are.
That's funny.
I think the candidates should just wear, you know, jerseys like I did when I was a sponsored pistol shooter that showed all the different companies that sponsored me.
What kind of pistol shooting you do?
USPSA or IPSC,
Oh, okay.
action pistol. Yeah, I did it for about 8 years. Then I sold the pistols and bought medals. Started pouring. Thanks to Hi-Ho Silver.
Yeah.
I still
Well,
blame.
I live right out here. I live in between Dawson Precisions and STI.
Oh, you're down in Texas, brother.
Yeah. So we definitely got all the best manufacturers and builders, you know, in the U.S. It's right in my neighborhood.
Yep, that ain't no joke. I'm a manager at H&H Shooting Sports in Oklahoma City. We're like the second or third largest indoor range in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got 62 indoor shooting lanes.
Yeah.
And so I've almost come down and shot several of the Texas state championships, but I always end up having to work. Who's banging?
Oh, that's me.
Okay. I didn't know. I figured it was A.G. Ender.
No, not doing anything yet. Just listening.
I'm waiting for the sound of a jet engine when you fire up the map gas torch.
Yeah. Oh, I did do this one this morning already.
I just finished with about 110 ounces of sterling pour. Oh, look at that. I think those things are perfect. I mean, they're perfect for engraving.
Yeah, I mean, you put whatever you want there on the back. That was the one that I sent to Pat, one of the shield designs I thought up. Just it's basic, but it looks nice.
Dude, the classics never go out of style.
So,
I mean, that's
so Silver Siren, I see you typing on the side. So what's the protocol here? Do we type back to you or do you lead this discussion?
Silver Siren never talks.
Yeah, I know that, but when she's typing a question, I'm trying to figure out is the protocol to type back to her or answer it out loud?
It's both, either or.
Well, if anything's directed at me and it sees it, let me know. I can't see the chat right now the way we've got it set up.
Because
Vulcan's making eggs.
Because she's asking the famous question on which way are we looking for prices. And I'm like, this was, like I said, I don't recall ever being so unconfident of what the near future may hold. So I don't have a great answer. The stock market is just shocking.
I'm just glad I pulled out of the stock market years ago.
Yeah. Keeps hitting all-time highs.
2008, I took a bath, and I said never again.
The only people that took a bath were the ones that got out.
My 401k literally just absolutely tanked.
Turn into a 201k just like the rest of us.
Oh, good Lord. I would have been lucky had it stayed at a 201k. I was in one of those long-term, low or high risk at first and then low risk later in life. And I was just like, good Lord, this is, I start the year with, just say 90,000 and 2/3 of the way through the year I'm at 22,000.
Yeah, well, stock markets certainly outperformed any other option we have.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. And it's the same. I mean, you just got to let it go.
The best thing to do is to be, if you have the financial capability to be diversified, that's of course the best world. On my cell phone, I have a little app where the things that I have investments in and the precious metals, it shows them all anytime I want to look. And typically when a few are up, then that means a few are down. But
Yeah.
so you never take a horrific whooping on the same day.
Yeah. Back then I wasn't diversified at all. I didn't know anything about the metals world. It was all just, my company had a 401k and they matched. And so that was really the first job I had. The Army didn't have a 401k. And so that was the first job where I was putting money into it. And when I saw it all go away, I got cold feet and just dumped it.
And then like Siren said, Siren's typing that she can't believe spot dipped the way it did after spiking during the voting after hours. And I was expecting what initially started, Siren. That's what I would have expected the trend to be for the next couple months, to be honest with you. It only lasted for a couple hours, not a couple months.
The spike?
I was expecting that stock market, to have a great deal of uncertainty with President Trump. And so, which I figured the prices would crash down. And then in turn, I figured precious metals would benefit from that crash. And that certainly, obviously, is incorrect.
I think about 95% of the people out there thought that.
I don't know that we're done. I don't know that. I mean, I understand that, right now it's sort of, stabling a little bit, but I think come January, we're going to see some more mix up.
And probably going to take until policies actually start going into effect.
Yeah, I think we're on track for a bit of a roller coaster for a little while.
Well, that's par for the course for precious metals. The precious metals is always a roller coaster ride.
Well, I mean, in the market, if Trump starts to shake things up in the government, the market's going to react to that. And there's a lot of people that are, especially you got large corporations that are heavily lobbying the government. And then you get someone in there who's not beholden to anybody. I think, I'm not convinced that it won't shake things up even more.
Yeah, I'm just hoping all the both parties can come together and everyone will chill out and all the protests and I work in a place that the vast majority of the people I work around are Democrats, and I travel to California all the time, and I'm just amazed by how emotionally, physically devastated they are. And
they thought they had it in the bag.
Well, and it's more than that, though. There's people that sincerely feel that that there's going to be this backlash of ultra conservative hatred against minority groups and that type of stuff. There's people that really believe that, and
and I think that's sad. I really do, because I don't think, and maybe I'm naive, but I don't see that coming. If anything, if it does happen, if anything, I think that it will be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Is that Laney?
Yeah, I was just typing in. I forgot I changed my avatar on this account.
Yeah, look at you.
How's it going?
Apparently, according to Vulcan, oh no, he said they think the world is going to end. I thought he said the world was going to end.
Oh, because of the election?
Yeah. We were just talking about the potential for divisiveness between the people that are feeling hurt because Hillary lost, and they're afraid of serious racial reprisals from, the party that won. And, is that the case? And I was just saying, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that, the party that's moving in is moving into, go back to the 1940s where anybody who's, not like me is a bad person.
Oh, I agree with you. I think we'll see some changes, but I don't think it's going to be anything like what people are screaming about at all. I mean, Facebook is a nightmare right now.
I got off Facebook 2 years ago and I refused to get back on.
Yeah, it's unbelievable right now. Just all the I periodically go in and look, but I'm not on there as much as I have been. It's just yuck.
The rage and the rage and the nastiness that I used to see on Facebook, the things that people would post, just absolutely just not what I want in my head. And so
Right.
I've never had Facebook.
you're not missing a thing, my friend.
No,
Okay,
you're not.
good.
Your life is
I just
much
have-
simpler.
I just got YouTube. That's it.
And I thought I'm going to drop off Facebook and I'm just going to get out of social media. And then what do I turn around and do? I get a damn YouTube account. And so I'm right back in it, but I'm in it with a lot of like-minded people. So where I don't see people lashing out at each other. I don't see people, fighting. We're bound by common belief that there's value in metals and a passion for the different, metals. And I like that, that's the only reason I'm still hanging around.
So how long have you been here on YouTube in this community?
I started really about the first of the year.
Okay,
Hasn't
there has been some episodes of fantastic drama.
I've heard
Yeah.
I've kind of picked up on some stuff in the past.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any major drama. I mean, when you get people from all over the world gathered together, there's bound to be some drama.
Right.
But
I mean, there's been some very really horrific activities that have actually driven away some of the greatest contributors to this community over the years. So, and like I said, over the last 6 months, I have not been participating much, but there have been times when there's been some players that have, made it unpleasant.
And see, I think it's up to the community to weed those people out. I really do. And that's maybe, like I said, I'm utopian or naive, but if you do something and it offends me, I have to step back and I have to look at, was I offended on a personal level? Was I just in being offended, or was I unjust in being offended and I'm taking things too seriously? If I was justly offended, I'm just going to block you, plain and simple. I mean, that's just the way it is. So, but I've missed out on that drama. I'm glad I did, because I've really enjoyed the last almost a year. And so, because I guess the group that's around right now, doesn't feel like they want to stir up a bunch of crap. So, but if they did, I would probably drop out.
Well, anyone that's been a member of this community in the last year has enjoyed one of the best years in precious metals since 2011. So they're probably all happy.
Well, I couldn't imagine having been, part of the community when everybody was buying at $40 an ounce and then watching their money just slowly erode. That would have been, the precious metal shop that I work at, the part-time, the guy that owns it was telling me the story when he had a guy bring in a 100-ounce bar of silver and they bought it and it was $4,000. And within less than a week, it was worth $3,000. They'd literally lost $1,000 on a 1-bar purchase.
Wow.
That's
And
what
it's
happens.
like, I didn't know what to say. And he said, and you know what? That bar just went back and it sat on the shelf because, we weren't going to give it away, but, I love passionate people, and I love people who believe in a cause, and I love it when they're free to express it. I just don't like it when they do it at the expense of other people.
Yeah, silver. It's nice when it gets magically more expensive too.
Oh man, I think it can be as expensive as you want. I look at some of these slab coins people are showing, and it's like, and then I go check them out on eBay, and I'm like, good God.
Yeah, I think eBay provides a great service, but not necessarily in the precious metals market.
No, that's for sure.
Right. Like I had some 10-ounce bars, and they were going for about $360 a piece. The United States Assay Office bars.
Yeah.
And I sold those. I didn't really want to get into a market of trying to sell those because each time I looked at it, they had 0 bids for everybody that's had a bar on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just got rid of them.
Yeah. One of my friends taught me that when I get on eBay and I want to look for an item for value, go on the left side and click completed, listings completed, so that I can see what they're actually selling for, not for what people are asking for them.
Yeah. Well, right now I just got 18 of the rounds, so I'm going to try to fill the tube up. They're not extremely rare. I've come across quite a few of them, even whenever silver prices were pretty high.
What are they? The U.S. Assay Office?
Yeah.
See, I think those are cool just on a sentimental value.
Have you ever seen their hand-poured 100-ounce bar?
Yeah, we had one come in the shop about 2 months ago.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest 100-ounce bar that was ever made.
Yeah, I have to, I got to tell you, I have a degree in history, and I think anytime I get to see something that was poured by the government, an assay, U.S. Assay Office, I think it just makes me giggle. It's so cool.
Yeah, well, actually, that's silver from the U.S. Assay Office, and it was actually poured. All that stuff was minted by a private mint.
Gotcha.
Back when the government was spending their, going through liquefying all their assets there in the 80s. So,
gotcha.
But so it says actually on those, it says in the small print, silver from, and then in big print, U.S. Assay Office. So, but it's still cool though.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I like poured silver. There's some minted silver out there that I like, but I really love a nice poured bar.
Because you can handle them.
And that's it. You know, you can take them out of the package. You get to feel the the surface of the metal. You get to hold them. You know, I dig it instead of having it wrapped up and boxed up and packaged up and slabbed and then, you know, worried about the value just suddenly dropping if I get a fingerprint on it. That's like having a beautiful, beautiful classic car that sits in your garage. You know?
And you never drive it.
And oh, hell no, because, you know, the sun will fade the interior, or, you know, somebody will ding the door, you know, and I see these old bars and they're all scratched up and dented. And I'm like, if that bar could talk, imagine what it would say. Probably ouch, but yeah. Who's showing the skull?
Oh, that's me, Christopher.
Hey, how do you get on the big screen? I want to see that skull on the big screen.
Well, I have no clue how to do that.
I think I click on your icon. Is that some? Nope, I just paused it.
There it is.
Oh, there you were.
Well, see, made this ring a while back, and 11 Robert 11 had mentioned to use the def clay and then make an impression.
Mm-hmm.
So then this little skull, I just cast it up real quick just to see if it would make it, and it did. It's like 27 grams.
Dude.
And it's just leftover silver that I had.
That's a nice ring, man. That's a nice ring.
Yeah, I just quickly made it. It's a YPS. I don't know if you can see it.
It's a YPS skull?
Yeah.
Oh.
Their second generation type.
Yeah.
Not the one that looks like an alien.
Yeah. There you go. I've got a skull mold. I pour one every once in a while. It's just not, it's a 1 ounce mold, so.
And then from that impression, made this one.
With the Delft?
With the Delft clay, yes.
Yeah.
And then I dumped out that skull and quickly made this one.
Yeah. Righteous, dude. That's some good casting right there.
This is like 21 grams.
Very nice. You got some skills, my friend. That Delft clay, you know, it looks easy, but, you know, when you start getting those compound, you know, surfaces, it isn't always fun and games.
Right. You need to have an item that does not have any undercuts on it.
Yeah, because you're never getting that thing out.
Right.
I've got some Petrobond on the way. It's the alternative, and it's oil-based instead of water-based sand. I'm going to give that a shot here probably in the next week when it comes in. I got to get a bigger, I got to build a box instead of using these rings, though, because I've got a few items that I need to cast that are too big for my rings.
Right.
And I even made my own rings. I've got 3-inch rings. I went down to the local metal warehouse and bought 3-inch tube and took it to work, and we machined them down so they fit together, but they're still too small for some of the stuff.
Yeah, I got some of that Petrobond here, came the other day, but I need to get rings. What I was going to try and do isn't going to work.
Dude, you don't have to. You can make wood boxes, just wood frames.
Just have a spine.
Yeah, it's just 4x4, or not 4, but just 4-sided and open-ended.
Yeah, on both sides.
They're screw them together if you need it to be bigger.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to build a wood box that doesn't have a top or a bottom.
Yeah, because I kind of messed with it a little bit today, but I'm going to have to do it in the 2-half method instead of just pressing it in. It just, all it did was crumble.
Yeah. Because you couldn't pack it?
Well, I had it packed. I maybe have to pack it more, but once I started pressing the piece in that I wanted to cast, it just kind of it pushed up and crumbled. It didn't really make a mold.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Well, I hope it's not the Petrobond because I've got 10 pounds of that on the way.
Yeah, that's what this is here. 10 pounds of it.
I mean, I hope it's not the Petrobond that's causing that.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's not the Delft clay that's 2 or 3 times that, and it was causing it. But I've seen people use the Petrobond, and they don't see too much of a quality difference between pieces. So I think it's just a matter of teaching yourself how to do it.
Yeah, there's definitely a learning curve with it. Plus, dude, that shit gets everywhere.
Yeah, I left it in the bag. I took out enough to fill the container I was going to use, and then sealed it back up, and
Yeah. I
then
mean,
just put it all back because it didn't work the way I had planned.
I got a huge sheet of Lexan that I just put on the garage floor when I start messing with that because that stuff ends up everywhere. Unless you're the bear.
So, Chris, are you selling those rings?
I am not. I just made this one as a prototype.
Yeah, well, that, as everybody knows, those skull things are all the rage. Look good. I would think you'd be able to. Just as long as you mark it up high enough, because people won't buy it unless you mark it way up. So.
Oh yeah, you have to create perceived value.
Well, I just out of curiosity, I took this, of course, to a pawn shop and asked them, said, what would you sell it for? One pawn shop said, oh, silver's not expensive, so they'd only buy it for like $11.
Yeah, melt value.
Then I took it to another shop and I said, what would you sell it to in your shop for? And, oh, about $80. I'm like, really?
Yeah, jewelry certainly has the highest markup for precious metals. So it's
Oh my God,
the
that's
smartest,
no joke.
the smartest way to go. If you got the skill set like you, Chris, you have a chance to do better than all the rest of us. That's for sure.
Oh jeez.
I made that one ring for Silver Saver. And I think that's just, even though it was a half-ounce heart, it was still a bit tough to make.
How do you fasten the actual band to the mold, the molded part?
Oh, well, let me get back on the camera real quick.
I've seen some casting stuff at the LCS I go to. They've had somebody he's working with who's doing little 1 ounce army men, and they're going for $50 each.
I've sold some of my stuff, in our LCS, just a couple of pieces in our LCS. I just stick it in the case when I go into work, and they don't balk at $25 an ounce. They don't even balk at it. So,
Well, as you can see, like with the ring here, this is just a 1 ounce bar. And this ring here was actually smaller than what it actually shows.
Casting stuff at the LCS I go to. Had somebody he's working with who's doing little 1 ounce army men, and they're going for $50 each.
somebody's got their volume up on their laptop.
Pieces in our LCS. I just get in the case when I go into work. And, they don't balk at it. $25 an ounce, they don't even balk at it. So,
See, like with the ring here, this is just a 1 ounce bar. This ring here.
Hey, Laney, what's causing that feedback?
Somebody doesn't have YouTube muted.
It's like it's CCT.
silence.
I didn't want to talk over all that. That's the whole reason why.
I know, I was the same way.
And just a bunch of mumble, mumble, mumble.
Yeah, Siren, that's a really good question. What's CCT? What are the Brits saying about Trump?
I haven't really watched the news much about it, to be honest. I've been a bit busy with other things, as Siren knows. Yeah, been a hermit. I was invite him over for tea.
Hello, CCT.
Hello, Carl.
God, we're still friends after all that. Amazing, huh?
Yeah. Oh, that was fun.
Slide.
Yes, I was hoping Jack D would turn up as well, Siren. If you know what I know about Jack D, then you'll know why I wanted him to turn up with reference to Trump winning. Yeah, actually, for those who saw me comment a couple of weeks ago on several videos, yeah, I called it right. The price of metals, the precious metals, rest assured, more luck than judgment.
You broke up there, CCT. Say that again for me.
Well, for those who saw me comment a few weeks ago on several videos that about there being another price drop, I called it. There was going to be one a few weeks ago, but it was rest assured it was more luck than judgment. Me calling it.
Yeah, I figured ammunition and silvers and precious metals would all go up immediately following the Trump election, and the stock market would go down. We were talking about that earlier.
Right.
And boy,
I haven't checked the ammo prices here in California, but we just passed that waiting period.
God bless California.
That shocked the crap out of me.
I was born and raised in that lovely state, and I still travel there on business, but my God, is there a more messed up place? I don't know where.
I couldn't believe that they passed that.
New York.
I don't know. Did New York have a ballot on the election this year determining if porn stars have to wear condoms? Because California did.
I saw that article. Oh, yeah.
What was that, 60 or 64?
I was becoming British with all the red tape regulations imposed on you.
That's why I moved to Texas.
Yeah. God, it is ridiculous here. Costing the country a fortune, and they can't quite grasp it. Why? Interestingly, I had a letter this week from my bank saying about another drop in the savings rates percentages from one account to 0.02 and the other account 0.05.
My God. Well, it's a great
Yeah,
time to
so-
borrow.
It is, but there's no one wants to lend you any money.
Everyone, I gotta go. My sister's calling me, and I gotta find out what she wants.
Chris.
Adios.
All right, buddy.
Bye, Chris.
Yeah, so that drop in savings rates, of course, could. I don't think it's going to push people to spend their money. I think it's just going to push people to save in other ways, like precious metals, for example.
Mhm.
Yeah, if you want something that has no returns, you might as well go buy some PMs. You know, there's no value of sticking it in the bank right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, Carl. Yeah.
So being new to all of this, can somebody educate me or help educate me how the Fed, raising rates causes metal value or metal prices to go down?
Yeah, the simplest terms is just a matter of, think of all of the various bonds and CDs, et cetera, monies that can be made in the money lending, industries and in the savings. So if you have millions or trillions of dollars to invest, and you can get a guaranteed payback because interest rates are up, you're going to put your money there. You're not going to put it in something that has no dividends or that's risky like precious metals. But on the other hand, if the interest rates are basically zero, then you can't make any money in all of those various money tools that are out there, those financial tools. And so that's when precious metals becomes more attractive to those people. It always cracks me up on the commercials. They say, do what the rich people do. But then they don't say what the rich people are doing. But they try to make it sound like all the rich people are running to precious metals, and they're certainly not right now. I mean, demand is still down right now.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's just what tools they're using, financial tools they're using, and if rates are high, then they're going to invest it in something that has a higher return, which is going to drive precious metals down.
Right. The demand goes down because, like I said, JP Morgan alone, JP Morgan makes trillions of dollars in financial transactions a day with all of their various financial tools that they have that are well above, probably me or anybody on this talk to even comprehend. And, so if they're making anywhere between 1/4 or 1% on those trillions of dollars of deals, people with monies are going to be dealing with that. They're making tons of money, selling these various financial tools every day. So why would you want to spend that money and buy gold or silver that could go down possibly tomorrow when you're guaranteed you're going to make money off those financial tools? So while people in our income levels, are attracted to the precious metals, or especially silver for most of us here, because that's what we can afford. But the people with the big monies, that's not what they're doing right now.
So in a way, though, that would be good for us, wouldn't it? Because that would increase our buying power.
No, it's not. It's not good for us from a couple different standpoints. Because while we're spending our money on these things and not gaining any dividends or any interest on them, or actually we're losing right now, right?
Okay.
They're making money right now.
But they're going to always make money.
Well, they certainly have a gigantic advantage over us in making money. You're absolutely correct. But ultimately, like I said, it doesn't benefit us because when the day comes when they go to buy silver, they're going to pay the same price that you and I are going to pay. The only difference is they've been making money the whole time.
I see. So while I'm stacking, building my stack, they're making fiat.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, but if silver dumps, say silver goes down to, $11 or $12 an ounce, and I have the ability, because my income hasn't changed, to buy more of it, how is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing if it goes up and you sell it when it goes up. The problem for most in most stackers in this community, one of the biggest mistakes that I believe, and once again, it's one person's opinion, but people are so afraid to sell. I see most everybody thinks they should dollar cost average all the time, and that's fine. Anyone that knows me knows I'm not a believer in that, but for those that want to do it, that's fine. But the problem is you can dollar cost average. If you've been dollar cost averaging over the last 5 years, you've taken an absolute butt whooping. And if during that exact same 5 year period, if you invest in the stock market, you've made a killing. So
I got you. Until you try and pull it out and then get the crap taxed out of you.
Yeah, well, and in the U.S., and I get questions about taxes all the time, but in the U.S., you're supposed to claim any income, or income on your precious metals as taxable income also. So you're going to pay tax either way if you're following the IRS rules.
I got you. So if you're stacking to stack, not stacking to sell, you're okay. But if you're stacking to flip, and you follow the rules, they're going to come out ahead because their gains are higher than yours.
Yeah, historically by far, yes.
Okay, so that's why if the Fed, because this is something that comes up all the time, and I didn't understand it. People are talking about the Fed raising the rate or lowering the rate, or and how it affects metals, and I'm trying to think to myself, what the hell does lending interest rates have to do with how it's going to affect the price of precious metals? But
there's so many markets directly benefiting from financial tools that are being sold. There's just tons of money to be made there. And so the higher the interest rates are, the more money there is to be made in those tools. So the people with, that are extremely rich, that's the type of things they're putting their money into, not into precious metals right now.
I got you. So I guess I'm still stuck in the mindset that with my limited income and my interest in metals, I'm happy when metals go down because I get to buy more because I like the metals. And so where I'm not in a position to, say write a $5,000 check to a stockbroker to buy stocks.
So my question, and I hear that a lot. So my question to you is this: you own a home, is that correct?
Yes.
When you find out that the value of your house went down, are you happy?
I was indifferent.
And then I don't know if you have any type of retirement funds, but when you look and open the mail on those and you see they go down, are you happy?
I ditched them.
Well, my point being, it always amazes me, how many people in the precious metal market, talk about they're so happy when the prices go down because they can buy more. I don't know. That's the part that always confused me because I can buy less stocks as the stock price goes up.
Right.
But the fact is my wealth goes up because of that stock market going up. you know, I can buy less home as the price of homes go up, but the fact is my overall wealth goes up as the home values go up. It's just always an interesting mindset I find, you know, where people are in the community are always, you know, celebrating when the prices are, you know, going down, down, down.
Right. I can understand. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. I understand that parallel. It's all about wealth, no matter what form it's in. If, you know, whatever physical monetary tool you possess, when the value goes up, even if you have less of it, your monetary strength goes up with it.
Yeah. And then the thing is when the prices, when they do go up, I sold a little bit here, you know, a few months back. And I mean, I made a little video about a little sale. And I mean, there's people that actually get upset. The fact that someone in the community is making a video showing that they sold something and took a profit, you know, and because in December and January was the first time I'd really started doing some buying again when it got, I forgot what it got down to, but I guess the 14s and I think gold got down below 1100. So I did some buying, and then the prices, when they got back up, silver hit when it got above 20. I sold a couple things, and you know, I take my 30% profit even after shipping and insurance and all that stuff. You know, shoot, if I can make 30% off silver real quick, I'll take that any day.
Well, yeah, I mean, then you turn around and you just dump it back into metals while they're low, and you know the cycle repeats. Like I said, I'm so new. I've literally started at the beginning of this year, so much of this is a learning experience. I never got into this to stack it. I got into it to melt it and turn it into, you know, cool art. And so the stacking side to me was always more along the lines of prepping rather than stacking for financial wealth. And so
yeah,
I'm
you'll learn that there's probably about 4 different categories of people here that stack, and you got some people here that make videos because they're trying to sell you their product.
right.
Yep.
You got some group of people here that like to collect things that they're very speculative, have numismatic value, you know, the collectible stuff.
Right.
You got people here that are doing just strictly bullion type purchases because they believe the price is eventually going to go up. And then you got the shit hit the fanners.
Right.
And so there's definitely different categories of people that are stacking for very different reasons. The only one I recommend everyone to be wary of are the people that are just trying to sell us products here on YouTube, and you'll have to identify those yourself. I know who they are, and I suppose most of us do.
I think I fall into that category.
Yeah. Are you one of those?
I'm one. I think I fit into 3 of the 4 categories you mentioned.
So so what are you trying to sell us?
Well, mostly just the hand pours. And even that I've cut way back on because I got to the point where it felt like that was all I was doing nonstop, was trying to keep up with, you know, pouring and pouring and pouring, and
Right.
it suddenly became work, and so I backed way off. And
Well,
you know,
are you making money doing it?
Not really. I mean, it's funny because for what I was selling it at, by the time I factored in, I never really did a cost analysis because it was fun. And so, but by the time I bought the silver, got the molds, bought the crucibles, took the time, you know, paid for the packaging, paid for the shipping and all of that, it afforded me the ability to replace the silver and replace the crucibles. And so,
Right.
But it was something to do, and it's fun. I thoroughly enjoy it. And so, but I don't want to.
It's something fun to do, and it basically the hobby pays for itself as long as you want to take the time.
Yeah, it's self-supporting, and so it keeps me out of the bars and the whorehouses.
That's money you never see back anyways.
Not that they have those here in Oklahoma, at least the latter, but they do have the bars.
Where they are.
But yeah, no, and so there's a little bit of that I do. Well, that's how I started, but then it got fun. It got fun showing the different neat stuff that I pick up along the way and seeing what everybody else picks up. And so, and then of course the junk silver that I stack for what if. So it's interesting of the different categories. I could easily fall into 3 out of the 4.
Well, you're diversified within precious metals then, or within silver. There you go.
But I try to stay very conscious. I don't want every video I do to be a sale video, because that's not, I don't want that to be what everyone sees me in the community as.
Well, I can't even. So what is your? You're Mr. Zeke, right?
Today I am.
Okay. Who are you otherwise?
I don't know. It varies day to day.
Does it?
Yeah.
Who are you most famously known as?
We're gonna go. I will pick Mr. Zeke for $500, Chuck.
Okay.
I started out Mr. Zeke 1911 because originally my channel was oh, Vulcan, you're taking off. I'll miss you, Vulcan. Say hi to the Mrs. Vulcan for us. Is somebody taking a bath?
Yeah, we all are.
Damn it. See, and I knew I was missing something. See, these chats are awesome because I learn something every time.
Well, you got to take everything that people like me say with a grain of salt, because I could be the biggest idiot you ever met. So remember, this is YouTube.
Oh, everything on the internet is true. No, I'm a skeptic and a cynic, but at the same time, when somebody shares something like you've shared very graciously so far, I learn from that, and I try to compile it with a lot of different other sources, and it starts to paint a much larger picture than I would have seen on my own. So I appreciate you being willing to explain a lot of this.
Yeah, no problem, man. There's a lot of people here that have a lot of experience and that I've learned from. And so it's just like I said, it's just a matter of all of us learning to weed through. But I guarantee you'll find lots of people who will tell you don't do anything I tell you to do or that I'm doing. That's for sure.
Well, Lainey won't talk. I mean, she's not teaching me anything.
I'm listening.
She's letting me ask the questions.
Yeah. Well, poor Lance hasn't had a chance to talk because Mr. Zeke, when he shuts up, then I talk. So, matter of fact, I'm going on mute, and I'll visit with y'all later. But I'm still here. Bye.
Man, what a great individual. That was some really good explanation.
Yeah, it most certainly was.
Because I honestly didn't know, I really didn't know how the rates affect metals, and so now I do, I think. So who else is? It's weird on my phone. I'm showing more people on the chat than I am on my laptop. I think.
You mean more people on the YouTube side, or?
I don't. How do you get to the other side?
What, the YouTube side?
No, I'm on the YouTube side.
Ah,
In the chat. The chat.
1, 2, 3. Yeah. Hey, you're right. There are 6 in the chat. What have you been up to, Cyber Curtain Twitcher? Are you making more slides?
Not at the moment. I virtually sold everything that I had in stock and a few that I didn't have in stock, special orders.
Oh yeah, I love it.
The silver siren.
The speculative market.
Yeah, and you owe it all to me, CCT.
Yeah, I know.
I got everyone. I was out at the gun range this morning, and everybody was asking where I got my target holder from.
They all wanted one, I expect.
You bet. More orders coming.
oh, fire.
Yeah, jet in.
Up to today.
I still want to see the bamboo version.
Yeah, I don't see bamboo for sale here, so
Maybe
I doubt you're going to see a bamboo one.
maybe you could
You might do.
have a panda engraved on the side of it.
Yeah.
Did you just pour that, AG Ander?
There we go. A bit of the purest silver ever minted. Five
What do we got
nines
there?
fine. 5 9's fine.
5.
Whether yeah. Whether another company will ever try and do it again, I don't know.
Is that a lynx?
No, it's an Andean cat.
Oh. That's pretty.
Oil Silk Company.
A friend says it looks like Salivate's cat.
Well,
The
I'm
soft
gonna mute
cuddly
my
kitty part 2.
one more time.
What happened?
Oh, I just said I'm going to mute myself so the torch doesn't drown everybody.
Oh, it got real quiet.
Right, too. Unless they want to hear the torch instead of people talking.
Call Silver. See you later. Are you there, Cyber Curtain?
Yeah, my internet dropped out. It's something it frequently does, just to annoy the heck out of me.
I saw something the other day that made me think of you.
What's
I
that?
think it was
Silver.
It was actually. It was. I think it was a 2000. Oh, he left again. Or is he there? Are you still there? It was. I think it was a 2001 Britannia, and it's the one that has Britannia sort of inlaid into the Union Jack.
Yeah, that's not 2001, but
It was
yeah,
absolutely
2011.
amazing.
Well, that's very interesting because I've never ever seen a fake Britannia. First, didn't you get it for me?
I priced it, giggled, and then just looked at it from afar.
Mm.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up a picture of it. Figure out what year it was. Oh no, it wasn't. 2001 was awesome because
Yeah.
2001's got Britannia standing and then with a lion with a completely straight back. That's a freaking awesome coin.
Yeah, oh yeah. Siren's found it. Actually, oh no, she hasn't. What's that? Oh, a plated Engelhard.
Oh, it was 2011.
Yes.
That one is just. I would absolutely. I would attempt a backflip to get my hands on one of those. That is such a amazing. Do you know if they did a proof version that year?
2011. I don't know actually. So I'm just looking at Siren's link. That's very interesting, especially as they've sold those plated bars.
Well, at least they put right in the description plated.
Yeah, they probably hadn't, which is why they got negatives.
Who in the right mind would buy a plated bar?
Yeah, like Siren just said, it isn't the listing that's the problem. It's the people who resell them. You know, even if they're selling them like Alibaba do as plated, people buying thousands of them.
Yeah, that's.
Sell them as the genuine thing. That's exactly why.
That's so sad.
I must just have a look at their negatives to see why they got negatives. Oh, only one. Yeah, counterfeit item. A magnetic Platapura 28 coin. Worth selling them as genuine.
But if you
At
had
some point.
a CCT slide,
What's that, Mr.?
if they had a CCT slide, they could shut that down real quick.
Yeah. That's funny. I'm just looking at their other items, sold listings, and they had those infamous bars that say 100 mils 999 silver, which means 100 mils is the thickness of the plating. For anyone that didn't know who's watching. Gosh, they
I'm just
sold a lot of.
Just watching A.G. Ender play with wood and fire and hot crucibles.
Oh, please.
Looks like aromatherapy. Hey,
It's live
Tazzy.
pour time there.
Yeah, he's definitely in the workshop.
Wood.
So, Lainey, why did you change the
What's your-
profile picture?
Laggy's probably not a word, is it?
It's for some reason I can't use RB50's Google Plus account whenever I'm invited into a chat that doesn't belong to me. It has to be my personal Google account. So that's why that does that, Mr. Zeke.
Oh. Well, there you have it.
Yeah. Yeah, and like Siren said, they keep changing Hangouts and YouTube.
I have to drive you around the bend.
Yeah, I really like the fact that Siren calls it Google Minus, because that's about what it really is.
We just need to get IKEA to create a private, or a new chat application that we can all join. I want to know if AG Anders going to sell that wood bar, that wood, piece of wood after he's done.
You're going to buy it from him?
Starting to look like a totem pole. He used a 4x4. Look at that. He's got stuff on every side of it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's what you call recycling.
Yeah, it's reclaimed wood. Man. Oh. Now he's just showing off.
Got a boot.
Oh, look at that. Now I know what you're talking about. I never have poured into wood.
Ooh, look at that. Top 10.
Tazzy.
Hey guys, stupid gaggle. Gaggle? Yes, stupid gaggle.
Yeah. Stupid gaggle.
Gaggle plus.
Gaggle minus. Yeah, no, it sucks. Sorry.
Sorry, I'm still waiting for them to do another koala with
I was
the same feel.
in there and was muted the whole time.
We're up to 7 people.
This is also true.
Oh, that's
I'll go a couple minutes and polish this up real quick.
That koala looks so sad.
Is that the 2011? No, 2014 koala. Yeah, that's the sad one. That's the sad koala.
It's so
That's
sad.
That's the I ran out of gum leaves to make myself drunk, and now I'm sober again, and I don't like it.
Oh, I've been there. That's a bad place to be.
Oh yes.
So that's the
Into
morning.
Tassie stacker.
That's the morning after koala.
That's the morning after koala. That's the I'm really, really hungover. I'm trying to get a kebab. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. It's mostly chili sauce. I'm hoping that'll sober me up.
Or better yet, what the hell am I doing in this cell?
Well, exactly.
So, Cyber Curtain, do you have a 2011 Britannia?
Good question.
Because I think
Maybe.
the world needs to see that.
Maybe, but maybe not.
Tazzy's got
Certainly-
his hat
Certainly
on.
not mine.
Oh, you do a lot of storing off-site.
Mhm.
I'm not quite to that level yet.
No, I pretty
think I
much
have
store
two.
my stuff in the house, in one of my boxes. But you have to get past me and my tomahawk, so,
I think I have a 2008 to hand.
The 2001 is pretty sweet too, but that's back when they were, was it 985 or 958?
Yeah, no.
And ironically enough, they didn't really milk Spot so much.
No.
I find that rather ironical.
Suffered from, little impurity spots, but not.
Robert Morris, hopefully the koala did not wake up beside an ugly koala. Oh my God, that's awesome. Oh. Those koalas are so cool. I'm going to say this, and it's probably going to cost me a couple of subscribers, and I don't care anymore, but I think it's so awesome that other countries change their national coins on a regular basis. I think that's so cool. It adds such a flavor to it.
Hey, Zeke, I got to agree with you, buddy. I think that it's nice when you see a variety of coins from out there.
Oh, no, I mean, I think it's wonderful that my 1987 American Silver Eagle looks just like my freaking 2016 Silver Eagle.
Exactly, right? Well, it's like my maples, right? I mean, I got a maple every year, and apart from maybe a privy on it, and depending on where it decides to milk spot, that's about the only difference.
Yeah, I mean, where Britannias have changed, the pandas changed, the koalas change. It's like, that gives you an incentive to buy another one.
For sure. And
The
I just
liver
picked
tags changed a little
up,
bit.
I picked up the new kook because of that.
I mean, because it's not what you already have.
Well, exactly. I mean, it's at least with the Perth Mint stuff. The thing is that it's always changing. So you're not getting the same. I mean, as beautiful as American Eagles can be, depending on whether you collect them or not, or the sugar trees, as the Canadian people use them. They're static. They don't change. It's
Which static is a very gentle euphemism for boring as hell.
I was going to say that was a very nice way to put it.
Oh, that's a sexy coin.
Yeah.
That is rampant steeds.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah, I wish I had a Monster Box 2 siren.
Don't
That is
forget,
nice.
the queens got older. Robert Morris, you cracked me up, brother.
Well, despite public opinion, she is in fact a human being, and she will eventually
Oh, how
grow
can you
older
say
and
that?
die.
She's not
No, she's a robot.
siren.
Blasphemy!
Okay, she's the queen of the lizard people from planet Eagle.
Blasphemy!
And I bet they'll turn out a coin if she does turn 100. Commemorative coin for 100th birthday.
The 100th birthday coin would just be a lizard on the front.
Oh my God! Wow, this is starting to go somewhat Monty Python.
Where's this conversation going, guys?
It's gonna end up quoting Monty Python. I can already tell.
Oh, come on. Python is the cornerstone of all life, and you know it.
She's not dead yet. She's just resting.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, man. I love it. I love it. Come on, show some more cool Britannias. Or you could show a whole roll of eagles that, you know, the entire collection of eagles that they all look the same.
Yeah. Or I could show
There
you
you
an Isle
go.
of Man Gold Angel.
Is that's a gold? Gold.
Yeah, that's the gold angel. They also did a 1 ounce noble, which was a platinum 1 ounce coin, I think.
They did, yeah.
What's you guys' opinion of platinum coins?
Well, I think that we can't hate on the black coins because they're black. I think we're beyond that. I think that racism in silver collecting is completely invalid and stupid.
Well, I just ordered myself some, so I think I like them. My vote's that they're pretty cool.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I think the black coins are pretty interesting. I mean,
Oh, here it is, finished and polished.
Oh, I said platinum.
Yeah,
Platinum.
Because I'm obviously an addict when it comes to the blackened coins.
yeah, what I would like to see is a black and platinum coin. Although I think that would be a very expensive experiment.
If I had the money that Silver Siren has, I would do it in a heartbeat.
I think Edgar's got a silver riding cowgirl shout out going on there.
He's having a secret squirrel meeting.
Who is?
A.G. Ender. I think his mic's on all the time or something.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, there's a lot of video tearing, so it's creating a feedback.
Huh.
Look at that. It's got its hallmark stamp.
Is that any better now?
It's been
By chance?
hallmarked.
There we go. That's great.
Oh, Mike GPO. What's going on, eh?
How's it
I
going?
was wondering if it was the fluorescent lights making some sort of buzz in the background. Is it clearer now?
Yeah, it is getting clear, yeah.
How's it going, folks?
Welcome, Mike.
Pretty good.
How's it going in sunny Manitoba?
It is freaking sunny and 13 degrees, plus we're having a Santa Claus parade today.
There you go.
That's exciting.
Oh yeah, I'm going to put up a small video about the parade later.
You better show some silver too, though.
Yeah, I know. I don't have anything new though, Zeke.
Dude, you can recycle silver. It's okay.
Oop. There. How do you like that sound? Let's try.
Hey,
There we
guys,
go. Am I any better?
can you guys tell me anything about this peso I picked up?
I can tell you about the screw in the wall.
Yeah, that's Phillips number 2.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a Robertson because we're in Canada.
Yes.
Oh, it is a Robertson. Nicely done.
What it is, I picked up this this Libertad here, but I understand it's a key date. It's a 1920. I hear. Can anybody tell me if I just don't know a whole lot about it?
I can't see it. All I
Yeah.
can see is that screwed wall.
Oh, really?
The Robinson.
Weird. I can. Okay.
Robertson number 2.
Yeah, let me try something. Hang on. Oh, do you see it yet?
Just put the coin on
Oh,
the
yeah,
screw.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
It's
we go.
It's hidden by all the people down below.
Oh,
Laney's,
yes.
Laney's blocking the view.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
It's upside down.
No offense, Laney.
That's a
That's
teeny
okay.
little coin.
Yeah.
Nice.
I picked it up, but I understand that the year 1920 is a special year, and I just didn't know, like a key date, and I just didn't know much about it.
I think in 1920 they were in the midst of some sort of civil war.
What? No.
Nice.
Yeah, in Mexico in 19. Yeah, they've had a lot of revolutions. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the reason it was a key date. It was because there was a revolution, or
Yeah,
it
I'm
could
trying
be a
to find
key date
it.
because it's 900% silver or whatever the deal is.
Yeah.
900%.
900%, you know, yeah.
That sure as hell is not going to milk spot.
What it is
No.
I was looking that coin up, and it seems that, like, I was just trying to find stuff out. Any other date seems to be worth like $20 or so Canadian, but this one seems to come in around 100, and because it's a 1920, and I paid $20 for the thing, so I think I got a pretty good score if I can find it a bit more details.
Look it up on a wiki. Look it up on a wiki.
2% silver.
Strictly enough, you'll probably find something.
Sorry, guys, that all got jumbled. I missed all that.
It wasn't important.
I've no idea why that. I've no idea why that's worth so much because there was 8.8 million minted that year.
You see, CCT is on Wikipedia. This is what you need to do, dude.
No,
No, that's perfect. I just I still liked it, and I didn't mind paying the $20 for it. But then I got it home and I started doing a bit more research, and it seems like it says key date, and I'm just trying to find out more details. But yeah, we'll see. Thanks, guys.
That's
Make sure it doesn't stick
one
to the magnet.
peso.
Yeah.
Because Numista is saying it's 720.
Yeah, 72%. That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
says on the back. Yeah, it says on the back 0.720.
Yeah,
So 720% silver.
1921 looks like they
It
missed it
says
almost
in my
half.
huge book of words too.
Oh, he's got a big book. Who
Oh.
taught you to read?
Wait a minute. 1920. If it's a 1920 over 10, then you've got a hold of something. Where they
What do you mean? What do you mean by over 10?
They stamped the 20 over 10.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
If it's a double stamp,
No, this is just a clean stamp.
then it sounds like you've got yourself a nice coin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is still nice, and I like the Libertads, and I thought I was happy buying it, but I thought, geez, maybe I got an extra good score, but still great. Thank you, guys. That was awesome.
I think you got a great score.
Thank you.
I like the Libertads too, especially the older ones.
Yeah, I've got. I'm actually meeting up with a friend probably tomorrow. He's got a whole bunch of the older Libertads. I'm going to try and pick up for him. He's got, I think, 30 or 40 of them.
Awesome.
Those are the good friends to have.
They
For
are
sure.
indeed.
Hey Zeke, because you got your tree of life and all there, I thought about you when I picked these up. But Canada just released the first $50 coin they did, but it's a tree of life coin.
I'm suing.
I'm saying.
I saw it, so I posted a link about it.
It's pretty sweet though. I got it, and I'm really happy with it. They did an introductory price, so I didn't pay too much for them, and I'm really happy with it for sure.
Does it look anything remotely like my tree of life?
It looks almost exactly like your tree of life.
I've gone international. It's official.
Yeah, let me find it here. I'll put it on camera.
I'm moving to Canada.
Nice.
Is it 900% silver?
Yeah, 1,010% silver.
I'm moving to Canada.
But that one has an apple on it, right?
Siren says it's technically the second one after Niagara Falls.
There was
I don't know. Did they do a $50? Was the Niagara Falls on a $50 coin? That's what I read. I read it was their first $50 coin. That's all.
Where's a picture of it?
I'm working on it. I got to get to my secret stash here.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Was that Lainey that said that?
Yeah.
How's it
A bunch
going,
of people just dropped out all at once.
I just got dumped and then had to rejoin.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, you weren't the
it's-
only one, Mr. Z.
There,
Yeah.
I think the Canadian government did it because they found out I was on here and we were talking about my tree of life.
yeah,
That's
look at
also
that. Eh? Whoa.
Okay, so now we need to get you to be the big picture on the screen instead of the little one. Because that
Just
Click on him,
all
see?
you got to do is just touch on his icon and it'll come up big.
when I do that, it pauses.
Okay, that's not what it does for me. It just brings up the whole picture.
Are you on your phone again, Zeke?
Well, I'm talking on my phone, but I'm watching on my laptop because I'm multitasking. Okay, there it is. Oh man, can you bring it closer to the camera?
Oh, wow, that's gorgeous.
That thing is huge. Or you have tiny hands, one of the two.
It's a 10 ounce.
Yang in the background too, eh?
Oh, it's a 10 ounce?
Yeah, it's a 10 ounce coin, dude.
Well, that pretty much means I'll never be able to afford it, but that is gorgeous.
That's got a yin and yang in the background, eh?
It sure does. Either that
Yeah.
or that tree's got nipples.
Yeah.
The Canadian nipple tree.
There you go.
The very sacred nipple tree.
Oh, see, now that makes sense. Now it is a tree of life.
That's right.
You guys are killing me. Sorry, I was on mute there. I didn't realize I was on mute.
That coin is simply amazing.
It is beautiful, isn't it?
That really is something else.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought of you, Zeke. I was like, that's the first thing I saw that, and I'm like, I got to pick up a few of these.
I'll have to.
What are you, made of money?
Yeah.
Well, I left my corporate world, and life's going good. That's all I can say.
Oh, what? You left a corporate world. Okay, you've lost all credibility.
No, I got my soul back because I left the corporate world and stopped. That's why we do this, right? To get away from that stuff.
Yeah, okay, good save.
Yeah, I feel pretty good though. It's been a good change.
All right, I'm gonna make a cup of coffee. Back in a second.
Hey Zeke, if you like that coin there, anytime we can talk about a trade. By the way,
Oh, I'm all about the trades.
I'd love to do one. It was the first thing I said to my wife. I got home and I said, so I got a few of these. I got 3 of them, and one of them, I'd love to talk about that.
Oh, you told the wife.
Yeah, she loves them. She loves them.
Luckily for me, my wife doesn't care at all about my silver habit. I mean, hobby.
yeah. She only cares when it's either the 3D silver or if she thinks I'm spending too much.
Ah,
And she's happy with the way things are right now, so I don't get any trouble.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, she's awesome.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Well, you saw the letter she wrote, and she loved. By the way, when you featured that and you talked about it, you showed it on camera. She loved it, and like you said,
it
it's
was
nice that
awesome.
we stack together, right?
Dude, a family that stacks together, whatever together. You know, I couldn't find anything that rhymed with stacked. So
Shacks together.
yeah.
There we go.
Hey,
Sure.
there you go. No, that's pretty
I got to
awesome.
run here for you guys for like 5 minutes. I'll be right back, though. Thanks for chatting. I'll be back in a minute, guys.
We'll see you in a bit.
Yep, for sure.
That coin was utterly amazing.
That was a beauty.
A coin with nipples. You don't see that every day.
No, and we know we have one rich stacker in Canada too.
Right? He's like, yeah, I just went ahead and picked a couple of them up.
Yeah, just like that, on a whim.
A couple 10-ounce rounds. That's awesome. Oh, here we go with some more beautiful. See, that's weird. I'm seeing something different on my phone than I am.
That's CCT and AG Ender having a battle there, I think.
Well, I think some of it, if you're watching through YouTube, you're going to see a little bit different, at least timing-wise.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm on Google Plus.
I couldn't get Google Plus to work.
Did you go to your email and just answer the email?
What is this email you're talking about?
Well, I get an invitation in my Gmail from Silver Siren to go on a Hangout, and I just use the link through that.
I don't use my Gmail account. I have one, but I don't use it because. Oh, look at that! Hey, look at all this stuff. I didn't even have to log in; it was already logged in.
Yeah, strangely enough, that's how it's supposed to work.
There, Siren says she sends out I send out 3 different invites. Different folks find different types of invites.
Several different ways depending on how I'm feeling.
So I didn't get the invite in my inbox for my Gmail, but I did get it through Google Plus.
Yeah.
And I get notifications in my Gmail from Google Plus.
See, I tried to stay away from Gmail because it sounds too much like G-string. So now I'm on Gmail and I see the Silver Siren shared click a lot. No, I don't want my webcam to turn on.
Well, you just answer the call with a with the phone symbol, and there's no camera.
Yeah. Or you could click the camera off right away.
Or you can flick the camera around so it will show whatever's,
On my I don't even think my laptop.
So it can show a screw in the wall, if you like.
Yeah, that's a screw in the wall. That's a nice panda.
They're all nice pandas.
Everybody likes pandas.
That's me, guys. Sorry.
What?
What? You what? Something.
This is really weird.
That's feedback, dude. You got to turn your phone off.
Turn my phone off.
Yeah.
So hang up on the.
No. Okay, so you need to do this live chat from your computer, not from your computer and your phone.
I wish my phone would even do it.
Okay, so what's happening is you're getting feedback from your computer.
I'll tell you what I did notice the other day, Siren, just showing the pandas there. And it's a point to make people aware of that buying pandas is, and I'm sure the fake panda makers have been watching my bloody videos, because they're starting to make the capsules with the 3 little lugs in. The quality of the capsules is dire in comparison. You see the little lug there? They got the 3 little lugs around the capsules. Well, the fakers are now making the fake capsules with 3 little lugs, but they're not the same. So just do a comparison, everyone out there. Yeah, exactly, Siren. They've watched my video and seen that I've pointed it out, so now they're making the capsules. Yeah.
I'm sure they watch a lot of videos to stay up on stuff.
What's up, people?
Hi, Keo.
Yo,
How's it going?
it goes well. I'm on the road on my phone, listening to you guys talk about using your phone.
I can't hear anybody else all of a sudden. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
neither
that's
can
why I
I.
decided to go out of mute, because everyone else got quiet.
Yeah, it just, somebody's coughing.
So what's going on? Who ended up buying quite a bit?
Not me.
Oh, doesn't look like anyone. What's up, Zeke?
Zeke's muted at the moment and he can't unmute himself.
Yeah, sorry, can you just
Oh,
share
oh,
what your
what's up, CCT?
Well, hello, Ikea.
I just wanted to know, you were talking about your pandas there, buddy. What was the difference in the cases you were saying?
Hey, so where did everyone go?
From 2007 onwards, which is that one, I believe.
Yeah, they've got the
airtights, all the capsules have got 3 little lugs.
yes.
Bloody
But you
phone
said
now.
that they're copying that. How is there an easy way to tell on the case that it's a copy?
Yeah.
Because I just picked up 2 pandas. They seem really good. Like I checked them all out, but I'm a little worried. Always
So I'll
worried.
show you again.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
It's all right. My phone just rang as well. There's 3 little lugs on the capsules. If you can
Yes,
see that
yeah.
one.
Yes.
See it there?
Yeah.
Well, the fakers hadn't cottoned on to that for some years. So fake pandas were fairly easy to spot because the capsules didn't have those 3 little lugs.
Correct.
Now they're making fake capsules with 3 little lugs in, but the lugs are not like these, and the quality of the capsules is dire as well.
Okay, so because I just picked up 2 pandas, one that's supposed to be this year and one that's last year, and they have the lugs, but I just that's what I want to check and see if it's like I checked them out.
Also,
Capsules,
put 2 capsules together, you'll find the genuine capsules are domed.
Oh, okay.
If I do that.
Yeah, both the capsules I have are domed.
Yeah, well, I'm sure yours are real.
Yeah, they seem pretty good, and I took them out. I weighed them. I know everybody's gonna maybe freak out because I said I took them out, but I did all the proper checks with my gloves on and all that, and it seemed pretty good. But pandas are one of those things. It's always good to ask a couple extra questions.
Yeah, don't say that, Siren. The fakers will do the doming next. Yeah, they probably will.
Those domed capsules are annoying.
They don't stack very well.
Well, they.
I've got to drop out and get this. I've got to drop out and get this call, everybody. So
Yeah,
sorry.
Tell them we said hi.
Yeah.
Well, pandas aren't meant to stack. They're meant to put in those sheets.
In those trays, right?
Yeah,
I'll say goodbye.
Right.
Have a good evening.
Take care.
Take it easy, man.
Leave it. Bye.
The tubes definitely help out though when you can slide them all into a tube.
You see, if you were a really intelligent counterfeiter, what you would do is you'd make the counterfeit pandas, and then you'd just buy the genuine capsules.
There you go.
Well, you can't buy the genuine capsules.
Okay, well, there you go. See, there's your problem.
Yeah, like a lot of people have a problem trying to where they scratch up the capsule, and I've looked for them for that very reason, and I end up using the H39 airtight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, it's just a bloody capsule. So, I mean, you know, if you put it in some other capsule that it works in, well, then so be it. At least it could stack. I mean, it's just a plastic capsule. That's all it is.
I just put mine in a change tray by the door.
There you go.
You're weird.
Your Panda?
Yeah, all my pandas, they're just all thrown into a change tray by the front door.
That's sacrilege.
No. No, I just can't do it.
So
I tried to have one blackened, but it didn't work.
Taz, are you actually in Tasmania?
Yes, I actually am in actual Tasmania.
Oh, cool. I looked that up and I had to look it up on a map the other day.
Well, we're definitely here.
Absolutely.
Did you see him on the map, Mike?
No, but I'm wondering where's his accent?
My accent's originally from California.
Okay. That's
He was laughing.
Yeah. I'm an import model.
that's okay.
Awesome.
So you're gray market?
Yeah, I'm definitely gray market.
So you're actually in summer right now.
Yeah, we're coming into summer, although today you couldn't tell because it's overcast and black and Mount Doom is doing its thing. So it's very much a stay at home and watch Netflix day.
Oh, Netflix rocks.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill.
Netflix
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
you go.
Yeah, same page there.
I
Well,
found
see,
out
I mean-
what that means a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't do a lot of that anymore.
no. Oh, what the hell is that?
Turn's almost gone.
Ouch.
That's about 2 weeks old now. Acetylene
What the hell
torch.
did you do to yourself?
That's playing with fire.
Oh,
That was
God.
that was actually work. Actual work. Acetylene torch.
I was going to say, did you come off your bike or something and get gravel rash?
That'd be a weird place to get gravel rash.
Not if you're...
It doesn't take long with an acetylene torch.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long with that kind of a heat.
Nah.
That was about half a second worth.
So I'm going to pose the question to you that I pose to Silver Hair Gamma all the time. Where were the elbow-high gloves?
We only use those for welding.
Oh, okay.
And I don't weld enough, not off of my truck, to ever carry them.
Yeah, I'm just giving you a hard time because Gamma's, I always see her pouring silver with no gloves on, and it scares the crap out of me.
Well, you just watching me pour it live. I didn't use gloves.
I wasn't paying attention. They were showing a Tree of Life round that Canada knocked off from me.
Just have the mint send you one for your payment.
I would be okay with that. It's a freaking 10-ouncer.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm thinking I just might casually pick a few up.
Casual. Oh, that's right.
There it is.
The soulless demon man who now has his soul back again because he quit the corporate world.
And
That's me.
casually pick up a couple of 10-ounce coins.
And have some soul.
Just leave them in your change drawer with the penny.
Hey, Mr. Zeke, that might be able to happen. You might be able to do that if spot keeps going down soon. It shouldn't be much more than a tenth.
Now, see, that's true, but I've
Yeah.
learned something today. I don't
that?
want spot to go down. I want spot to go up because if spot goes down, that means that I don't have as much wealth.
Yeah,
that's
that's
not
Buy
true.
more and then you'll have more later.
To go out and buy.
Because if spot goes down, that means interest rates are going up, and I don't know. That's all I got.
Well, that's a good start. I would use this time to acquire more silver, seeing how But okay, since Trump won the election, since the orange won, what's happened is silver went up like $1, and gold went up like $100 or something. So I just thought, okay, I'll get another gold coin because it's not going to stay at that price for very long.
You mean down, right?
Well, one of the other.
It went up, so I thought I'd grab another one because it's not going to stay up very long.
No. I grabbed it because I know it's going to go up much more. And the price of the bullion dealer either wasn't in sync with what was going on, or they just didn't value it at the right price. So, yeah.
I think silver's radically undervalued.
Oh, 100%.
Why?
Yeah. The thing is that regardless of $1 here or there, guys, I mean, we can still buy this stuff and afford to do it. And there will be a day where that's not going to happen. So, yeah, you know, a fluctuation of $1 here or there, I still buy. I mean, but if it gets cheaper, I'm just buying more at that point. You know, it's a smart investment, and a small fluctuation because of the orange one, like you said. I love that. It's still smart to buy whenever we can, right? So at least for now.
Wee stuff.
Sorry?
Well,
What's this wee
This is
stuff?
No, we.
I hear you,
Even though the value goes down, you're not really selling at all, right?
No.
Yeah,
No.
so it doesn't even matter. You're still buying.
Yeah.
So the way I look at it is silver is to buy and sell or trade, you know, to move around, and then the gold is to keep accumulating your wealth.
That's
It's
right.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
moving it along, right?
Basically, what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for enough of a change in the ratio where I can sell a chunk to get more gold, and I've done that a few times now, and it's worked out really well.
Nice,
Even if it's
Robinson.
a small change. I'll do it with a couple % change and just be able to, like even what I've got here, the 10 ounce I'm holding up. This down the road is going to get me some. I'll be able to flip this around and get some profit out of it for sure.
Now I got to buy gold too.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Well,
You got to diversify, buddy. Oh, and don't forget to store food and water, eh? That's part of it too, bud.
No,
and
I've got guns.
Yeah.
That'd be
They're
plenty of
hard
food
to
and
get
water.
up here, man. They're a pain in the ass to get in Canada.
I know.
You can get
I know.
I can get as many flare guns as I
Mr.
want.
Zeke is pretty quick to draw too.
I don't have any worries with that.
I'm just afraid of up here. You start doing too much of that, you're definitely on a list real quick.
Yeah,
I'm
pretty
on
much.
every list there is anyway.
Yeah,
here.
no, I've seen your name on the list.
Could you possibly send me a copy of that list? Because I'm pretty sure all my friends are on that list too.
Yeah, I just need to do a video and share the list.
There you go.
Meeting too? Well, see, that's the thing. I mean, talk about getting difficult guns. I mean, getting gun in Tasmania is virtually impossible. At the same time, I can go into like a head shop or one of those places that cuts keys, and I can get a slingshot that will fire a ball bearing at the same time as a 22 caliber rifle for $50. I mean, this is the same state where you can't do paintball. I mean, since the Port Arthur massacre, you can't have paintball because that's dangerous, and that could, and it's just like, wait a minute. So I can go and buy. At one point, I could go and buy a crossbow that could go straight through a car, but I couldn't buy a rifle.
So even that here, like you can walk around with a slingshot here, and you're getting arrested here. It's stupid. I mean, you can walk around some other things. You can technically walk down the road with a sword on your back, as wide out in the open, as long as you're not waving it around. But you get caught with a slingshot in your pocket here, and you're going to jail. It's so silly.
It is. So they just recently reversed the paintball law, so we're actually going to get paintball places down here. Yeah, when the Port Arthur massacre happened, like anything like an airsoft gun or a paintball gun or even laser tag, all that stuff just suddenly became illegal because they were afraid there was going to be like a spate of robberies with airball guns or I don't know, some stupid knee-jerk reaction bullshit.
Well, over here in the urban areas, people do use airsoft guns to hold up people.
Yeah, but I mean, let's face it. It's probably
killed.
Yeah, it's probably not a very common thing. So, I mean, it's very much a lot of like nanny state. And we are a Commonwealth country, so there's going to be some nanny state stuff involved. I mean, like we have free healthcare and all that stuff, which America apparently is not going to lose now because now the orange one refuses to repeal Obamacare. Yeah, have you noticed that like in the last week since he got elected or something, he's suddenly done a whole bunch of backflips? Like now he's not going to repeal Obamacare. Now all of the all the homophobic rhetoric that was on all of his websites has disappeared, and he was photographed holding a gay and lesbian flag at a rally that he went to. It's like he's got.
Did not think he would.
No, well, see, that's the thing. It's like he got into power and he met with some people, some background people, and they said, "Okay, Orange One, this is how it's going to be."
They told him that's exactly right.
Cooperate.
He got told
Either you cooperate or you're not going to be president.
See, he wasn't supposed to win. Hillary was Rothschild backed and all that kind of crap, and that's a whole nother video series for another week. But I mean, I truly believe she was supposed to win, and the public got fed up. They wanted enough change, and now they all went, holy crap, he bloody well won. Oh, shit.
Yeah, he did.
And they pulled him into the office, and they said, okay, Trump, so you were supposed to lose, but you won, so now this is how it's really going to be. And like you said, overnight, he's done a complete turnaround. Even when he was doing his speech, he was very gracious to Hillary, complete flip from how he was before.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. I think somebody's told him and said, okay, this is how it really goes now that you're in power for 4 years, even if he lasts that long, unless he gets impeached or something else happens.
There's a famous internet guy who has predicted every single presidential election for the last 40 years using a mathematical formula. And he basically said that he's going to get impeached.
The
calculus model that I
it's
use.
a guy named Professor Lichtman. And
Yes.
he used his model to pick Trump, but he says his gut feeling is that he's going to get impeached, not his model. So his model doesn't.
Sorry, you're right. It was his gut feeling, yeah.
I think they're just going to go, all right, you're going to run this at some point. Something's going to go down. They're going to get him out of office, and it's all going to start all over again. If they did just put Bernie against him, we'd have Bernie they would have Bernie as a president. That's my belief.
Oh, yeah.
But
exactly.
Trump went up against Hillary, and all of a sudden they hate
Bernie
him.
as president.
Yeah.
I mean, Bernie was the most inoffensive man I've ever met. Well, not met, but you know what I mean. He's not exactly. He's just talking about basic stuff, And Americans aren't used to things like what you guys would call socialized medicine, but something that we take for granted here. And it's like this little bit of change, and suddenly nobody's ready for it. Nobody wants it. They're all terrified of what's going to happen, and they all flip out. But the reality is.
Their system works.
Did you guys ever see that meme of Bernie? And after 4 years, it looked like the guy from Tales from the Crypt.
No. Yeah, that'd be all right.
They always say that being president ages you, and then they had showed what it did to Bush and Obama, and then they showed what it would do to Bernie, and he would end up like the guy from the Tales from the Crypt.
That would make sense.
He's already pretty.
Hey, can I throw my 2 cents in here, guys? I don't think nothing in the United States is going to change until you get rid of all those guys in the Congress and the Senate.
Oh, yeah.
For 20 years.
Amen, Mike. Amen.
Trump is going to do nothing.
They're going to push him out. They're going to make it screw up, something's going to happen, and he's just going to go. And they're going to move on. That
reminds me. I just read something yesterday that said that both the intelligence organizations and the U.S. military said that they will not follow orders from President Trump if they are unconstitutional.
How is that different from anybody else?
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like another lie. It's unconstitutional to print frickin' money, for crying out loud, and they do that.
Yeah.
This is true, but that's the first time I've ever heard anything like that stated by those kinds of organizations.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, good point. Yeah.
They're just saying they're not going to push the button for him.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't supposed to win, and I think they're all going, "Oh crap!" It's just they're just going, "Oh no, now I gotta." Everybody's sitting at home going, "President Trump, what?" That's
Yeah,
what they're doing.
exactly.
He'll-
Basically, what it comes down to is like, it's like I said, he's had conversations with somebody in the background, and they said, "Okay, this is how it's going to be. You get to be president, sure. If you
But yeah,
disappear."
Exactly, and they probably had a 44 stuck down his gullet while they were
oh
talking.
yeah. That's why his meeting was an hour and a half.
Yeah, exactly.
They had it was a 20-minute meeting. The rest of it was had them pulling it out of him.
Yeah.
Well, it
So let
could
me
have
ask
been
you
because
something.
he was talking about legalizing waterboarding again, and maybe they put him through a session just to show him that this is not pleasant.
Let me ask you something. Do you guys think my Trump rounds will appreciate?
Yeah, no.
Trump rounds? Trump dollars?
They've already moved a little bit.
How many did you buy?
I got a roll.
I think I'm the right people. Yeah.
All right. So, would they go for more in Canada?
If you're making me an offer, not right now, but I probably, it's a little harder to get here for sure. So since I've seen them, I've actually noticed them on as I've been kind of hunting and searching, and I've seen them pop up since the election, and they seem to be going for a few dollars more. But that's just what I've noticed on the side.
All right, I'm looking to do a trade with someone up in Canada who can grab me some bunker bullion, or not some bunker bullion, some beaver bullion.
Oh, if you want to trade some beaver bullion, buddy, send me a message. We'll talk.
You're talking to the right guy here.
Yeah, I'm really wanting one of those beavers.
Yeah, oh yeah, you got to get some Canadian beaver.
Everybody wants a beaver.
I'm pretty careful what I say in my comments because, my wife laughs and says you got to be careful with that stuff. But I enjoy some of the fun that people have in those comments about the beaver bullion.
Okay, and you just got warned. Siren said keep it G, guys.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm serious. I actually like that little beaver. His stamp, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it was neat. And whoa, who's that? What's going on?
Somebody dropped their phone.
Yep. No, it was cool how he came up with the logo too, because I don't know if everybody heard the whole interview, but in there he talks about the beaver's always a lumberjack or it's a something.
Yeah, that's what's cool about it.
Yeah, and he made it a miner, right? And it's so cool. It is such a cool logo. So, and he's a great guy. He really is a great guy. So yeah, talk to me later on and send me a message, and we'll do. I'll do something with you for sure.
Alrighty.
Oh, sorry.
I had to do a trade with Zeke too for that 10-ounce Tree of Life coin.
Hey, has Pops been here today?
No, he has not. That's who I was asking about earlier.
I'm looking for Pops.
What was that? Zeke's making 10-ounce Tree of Life rounds. When did that happen?
No, the Canadian government ripped them off.
Oh, yeah. I know. I was just trying to get Zeke to do a 10-ounce Tree of Life round, but I don't think he will.
I gotta get a mold.
Well, you can't compete
You might
with
wait
big
till
boys if you don't have.
All right, gentlemen, it's dinner time. I'll talk to y'all later.
Hey, take care, buddy.
Yeah, Canadian.
Take it easy.
One day I might be able to pour something that big.
So, AG, was that wood thing you were showing a baseball bat?
Which one?
I don't know. It's on the screen right now with the cowboy boot there. Is that a baseball bat in the background?
Oh, it's just a cardboard box. It's just how my phone's propped up right now. Okay. I don't know if you were here. I could show you my my totem pole of wood pours.
There you go.
All right, I gotta jump off. I just got home. I'll catch you guys later.
Later, IKEA.
Man.
Take care, Akio.
And my scrap 4x4 fence post that I did a bunch of pours in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that is nice.
You can use all four.
Yep, it's plenty deep enough where it doesn't interfere on any side.
Nice. I don't know if I should say anything, but I just picked up a snake.
Oh yeah, from Mr. Sanchez.
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like a venomous Canadian snake.
Yeah, no, there's none of those.
Yeah, I know. It's a very Canadian thing. Like, yeah, we have snakes, and oh, it could be poisonous, but it's just not polite.
You know what? We have a place near Winnipeg. It's called Narcisse, and it's where garter snakes breed. And if
Oh, God.
you go there at the right time of the year, there is literally hundreds of thousands of snakes.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Like
You know, like
Indiana
the
Jones said,
Indiana Jones.
snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
If I get a chance to go out there, you'll get a video.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, I did this one also today, Mike.
Shield of Destiny.
Is that a shield?
Yeah, the one I designed and had the mold maker send me the mold.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Had one that
How big is that, AG?
5.96.
Wow.
I poured it for Louis.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Beautiful. That's a honker. You could get that engraved.
Yep, plenty of space on the back. It's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Need to carve some runes in there.
Oh, that's the other little shield I have, the Zelda shield.
Is that, what shield is that to the left there, AG?
There's the mold. That was the angel shield, the one with the angel, kind of archangel in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That one's cool, too.
Yeah, these ones come out to between 1.7 and 2 ounces. Got some new molds coming, but it's probably still be another couple of weeks.
All right. Be right back.
Okay.
And then the only other piece I have with me today, of course, is this guitar.
Those are nice.
Yeah, it's just too bad my molds went away on me. The ones I had made for those shapes for the guitars. I think they were just too small, too small of, especially the neck. It just held onto it so tight it cracked the molds.
No.
Not sure how well it shows up, but the crack right there.
Oh, damn, eh?
That's just, and actually, I don't think it shows up on the camera, but there's another crack on this side where it's going down through the neck and around.
So when you guys are pouring that silver, does it make a difference? Like, I see some molds are like really thick and big. Do you have to really heat those up a lot?
I do some heating. It makes the back smoother, especially the mold shield. That one I heated up a bit just to make it so it didn't get too funny on the backside, so it's smoother. But I've poured them cold too, and I don't know. The smaller ones aren't so bad because they hold the heat. There's not as much heat that needs to transfer throughout the mold. I think in the bigger molds, that's when you kind of want them a little bit deeper.
Yeah. Yeah, because it like I watch Zeke sometimes when he's pouring, and like he gets them molds cherry hot, and they seem to come out like just mint when he gets them really, really hot. But then I've seen him
out glowing.
I've seen them do them when they're not red hot, and they come out just as nice. So
Yeah, I mean, you want them heated up, I think, a little bit. That way they come out easier, and especially when there's designs. That's the biggest thing is when there's a lot of designs like that. This one here, the dragon that's wrapped around a skull.
yeah,
You want to heat those up so it doesn't chip off the design inside.
exactly. Yeah, nice. So, Lainey, when are you gonna do a chat again?
Hopefully this coming week one day.
Oh, nice. Oh, siren saying I think it may be time to pull the plug, guys.
Could be. I think we're all starting to wind down a little bit.
I think so. Yeah.
And my batteries are almost dead too, so that works out for me.
Say bye for us, please. I gotta get dinner ready. Very nice chat today. Yep. Yep. Thanks a million, Silver Siren. I was a little late. I was fixing another little old lady's computer. All right, AG. We will talk to you later, man.
Yep. See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Taz, see you later.
Take it easy, man.
It's Mike GPO from Winnipeg, Canada.
Yeah, I figured as much.
There you go. All right, man. Take it cool.
Take it easy, man.